Well, good evening, Truck and Tractor Pool fans. What a special night this is.
Very special.
Uh, yeah, very special. We got one that decided to fly the coop and go all the way to Ohio tonight. But she got a motel room and she joined us live. And Kendra, how are you?
I am wonderful now that I'm finally in my room. We'll just blame me for the show being late tonight. I'm okay with that.
No, that's okay. My dinner showed up at 5 of 8. So, needless to say, it's like a tractor pull night. You hog it down before the next vehicle runs. So,
Exactly.
yeah. But I got to playing around earlier with trying to go multi-platform, and it worked with
Mhm.
Eastern Extreme Pulling videos, photos, and Eastern Extreme Pulling on Facebook. So, as far as I know, I'm going to hope that everything's working. I'm sure somebody will chime in and let us know. But anyway, man, we got no guests tonight. We got Kendra's got, I'm sure, plenty of results from Ocala, and we have some little pool that you're halfway to, or 3/4 of the way to, actually
Yeah.
now.
Just a little pull this weekend. Just
Yeah.
just a small little shindig going on.
And yeah, it's I'm really glad they're able to get that off and going. So,
hmm
but and there's also another pool that was rescheduled, uh, and that's the Southern Virginia Winter Classic in the spring. It says, but that's March 26th and 27th, and I'll bring that up later in the show. There's a flyer that I have posted, and we'll bring it over. And okay, Facebook user says I hear you. We're good to go, man. We are good to go. Way too fast. But anyway, if you want to go ahead and just take it away. By the way, like, subscribe, share, ring that bell for updates, and thumbs up. We really appreciate the thumbs up. And boy, I don't know what that means, but on the chat there. But we appreciate the thumbs up. It goes a long way on YouTube, and now we can say Facebook too. So,
Yeah.
Lynn Clark is a regular with us. She's here tonight, and I'm sure there'll be others. And part of Club Kendra will be here, I'm sure, later. So, but if you're new to us from Facebook, 34. So yeah, there's people chiming in. How was the airboat ride, Kendra?
People are watching me. The airboat ride was a lot of fun. Oh, Mike Walker. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that's right. Corey
Of
posted
course.
a picture. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
how did people know that we did that? Airboat rides are awesome. If you've never been on one, next time you're in Florida or anywhere there's an airboat, you definitely need to go. Saw a couple gators, saw a water moccasin snake. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
So we were down there.
No fun.
We were down an extra day. Our flights were, we flew down on Friday morning, flew home on Monday morning. So Saturday or Sunday, we were just looking for something to do and ended up going on an airboat ride, went gator hunting, and everybody made it back in one piece, which is always a plus when you're dealing with alligators.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You see any skunk apes, did you?
Huh?
You didn't see any skunk apes, did you?
No, didn't see any of them.
Brian Morrison's with us, and Brian actually is in Shipshewana already.
Yep. They're
how you doing tonight, Brian? Tell everybody we said hey, and good luck tomorrow. So or whenever I got to look at the schedule. I'm guilty. I do plan on hopefully buying a couple of the sessions, depending on what I got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. So I probably won't get to watch the first session tomorrow, but I hope to maybe catch something in the evening, and we'll see how the Friday and Saturday goes. But, I'm going to try to watch some of it.
Yeah, that's when the Pro Farm Hot Farm guys pull us tomorrow at 11.
Figures.
Yeah.
It figures. That's when my hometown guy runs. So.
Yeah. And then the light limited class will pull tomorrow evening. I think the session starts at 6 tomorrow night. I know he switched around some of the times to allow for the large classes. Then the Mod Turbo Light Pro guys will pull Friday night and Saturday morning. And then I think the Hot Farms, if they make the finals, they pull Friday night as well in the finals. So I don't have that up in front of me. I have all the Ocala stuff. So I'm
Nick,
not prepared for that question.
Yep. So Nick, John, who else? Boopy.
Boopy.
Did anybody else go?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Matt Houck and Johnny Foreman. Matt Houck, Johnny Foreman, Ray Belak,
Ray Belak,
Nick Morrison.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of tractors.
Well, you guys are going to have to make the finals for me. So
yeah, that's just the only option is they have to make the finals. So.
How you, Ralph Driscoll? I just want to also say, this is a family show, and now that we got Facebook involved, we ask you to keep the language clean. We do have a moderator or two here, Cindy, Mike Walker, Kendra, but she probably won't be able to do much tonight. She's kind of working on the fly there, and then Ralph Driscoll is our new moderator. So, we ask you. It's a family show. We do have kids that get on here, and we ask you to keep the language clean, and I'm sure we'll be okay. So, but anyway, you were at Ocala, so fill us in.
I was in Florida, Ocala, Florida. It was like Ben said last week, if you haven't been, you have to go. And he is exactly right. Track is definitely not what we are used to up here. But for what it was on Saturday night, especially, wonderful power track. Had a lot of vehicles hit the sand. I know that there's a picture floating around of one guy whose drawbar hitch actually broke and went flying up into the sand pile. They've been sharing that all over Facebook. So if you haven't seen that, go look it up. Wonderful people down there, treated us like royalty, which is all you can ask for from a puller's perspective, especially when you travel however many miles that was, 1,100 miles or whatever ridiculous amount we
That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Crowd was awesome. Friday, I was impressed by the number of people that were there. I would say they were probably at 50% capacity. And Saturday night, it was packed in there. They called it Bring a Friend Night. And I think they do that because you meet friends because you are packed in there like sardines.
Yeah, right.
And I was a little hesitant with the no ventilation. But just like Ben said, it cleared out just fine. The first class, the light limited class, the smoke wasn't completely clear when the next tractor went down the track, but it was just about all out. So, like I said, not much I'd have changed. Wonderful night of pulling, wonderful 2 nights of pulling, and all the tractors came home in one piece, which is all you can ask for. So
that's always a plus.
especially when there's so many light limiteds that were in Ocala, Florida on Saturday night and are now in Shipshewana tonight.
Yeah.
So talking to Ben, and especially with the snowstorm, like it's been a hectic couple days. Just oh my goodness, we had so when our flight landed, we got back into Hagerstown at 9:30, and there was like 4 to 5 inches of snow. I got home, took a little power nap, and woke up, and you couldn't even tell I came in my driveway. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Is what we'll call it when you come home from a 75-degree.
We'll ship some of it down to Ocala, see how they like it.
Very true. Those guys, I think it's in Leesburg, Florida this weekend at Packett's, the Farmall Museum. And Corey sent me a picture of the weather, of his weather versus my weather. And I was very jealous because he's going to be in 70-degree weather again this weekend. But
yeah, I know Jeff King's making a trek down now for that poll. So.
Yep. So let's hit some results. The first class that went on Friday night was the Florida Mini Rods. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 12 of them in the class. I'll just go over the top 3 just because we have a lot of results to get through. First place was Nick Hayes at 271.58, which means he about took the entire track with him. Second place went to Cody Singletary with Straight Business, 256.58. Third place was Greg Sardinia with the Cause for Divorce at 245.34. We'll do top 5 because that's what's labeled. Then I don't have to do math in my head. Fourth place was Dan DeSicori with What a Ride at 245.48. And fifth place was Steve Aaron with the Wild Horses.
Dan DeSorcy. He's a Keystone puller.
Keystone Nationals. I was like, wait, what I say wrong?
You know, I got to pick on you about something.
Hey,
if I can
go
catch you
for
on
it.
something, I'm going to get it.
Yeah. Fifth place was Steve Aaron on Wild Horses at 228 and 70. The next class, which the picture was posted upside down, so this is really going to be interesting.
Let's go ahead, Stan, maybe. And
yeah. So not only, oh yeah, they are labeled. So looks like first place went to Tate Woods with the two-tone Chevy two-wheel drive at 258. Second place was Tyler Smith with Cutting It Close at 246.05. Third place was Rob Waller with Hog Waller Reloaded at 227.28. And bringing up the rear was Larry Anderson with the Roach Coach at 199.27. Another one upside down. See, I did that one pretty good. The next class was the 6200 four-wheel drive Pro Stock trucks. And this class actually was one of the first ones that pulled during the day. They actually pulled early on. First place was Jim. I'm not even going to try to say his last name. HAR. Yeah, there's a lot of Z's and C's and K's and.
what's the name of the vehicle?
Slightly Twisted 2.
Rapsick. Jim Rapsick.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
226.63. Second place was Tim Hildebrand at Boneyard Revenge at 222.34. And side note, that's the guy who ran into the sand pile. Following him was, oh wait, hold on. Oh, we actually had a tie, believe it or not. Second place again was Dustin Kirkland with the Sidewinder, 222.34 again. Third place was Taylor Pelletier with Radioactive at 217.28. And finally was Julie Jernigan with Old Black Dodge, 201.10. And I actually made a friend with her father. He was talking to me there at the starting line for a little bit. Got to talk to them. They actually had a mini rod also that didn't make the trip. So they have two vehicles, but only one was able to make the trip.
We'll make you a truck chick yet.
Yeah. Don't tell too many people that. The next class was the 6,000 two-wheel drive non-blown, which had a bunch of our local guys in it. First place was the Devil's Reject of Chris Hall at 273.82. Second place was Dale Forster on the Bandit at 272.35. Third place was Ian Ericker with the Village Idiot two-wheel drive. And the subtitle on that is the Door Slammer edition of the Unstable Pulling Team.
Yeah.
Got to check out the truck. It's awesome.
I bet. I bet.
Third place was 250.46, and then bringing up the rear was Andy Forster with the Turn Back the Clock, 248.64. And the neat story with Andy's is it is actually the truck that Dale, which is his dad, built back in, I think they said 1984. Mm-hmm. And everything is pretty much the same with the exception of a couple little tune-ups on the motor. So the rear tires, everything is original 1984.
I believe I have footage of that truck running at one of the Forster Nationals.
Probably.
It'd be 90... Not 90, 2002 or 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It didn't run the first year. I just finished that one, but I think a second or third year there that they brought a Ford body truck over, obviously.
Yeah,
and made a pass with it. Yep.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. It's pretty cool. It's got like the old flatbed on it, and it's pretty neat. So hopefully they get that thing running much better. It didn't get a chance to run Saturday night. Blew the sheet metal intake on it, so.
Oh.
Out there firing it up. So it unfortunately didn't get to make a second pass, but so the next class we have results for is the 6200 four-wheel drive Pro Stock trucks. First place went to Phil Cox with the original Ain't Misbehavin' at 225.82. Second place was Sid Fadling. Sorry, this one's upside down too, so I have to kind of turn my head a little bit. With the Beast at 244.70. Third place is John Edwards with the no-name Ford F-250 at 244.58. Fourth place went to Tim Beatty with the Sawmill Express at 242.75. And fifth place was Robert White with, I like this name, with Bye Felicia at 241.28.
I hear that a lot. That's gotten very popular.
Yeah. The next class we have, and I'll go over all of these. I'm going to have to rotate here.
And before anybody asks, no, I don't have any pools scheduled until the end of March. So that's why she's doing all the talking.
Yeah. The next class was the 6200 two-wheel drive trucks, and there's going to be a lot of familiar names in this one. Oh, they didn't place these. Now I have to do everything.
Yep, I know the feeling.
So first place went to Mike Justice with the Logger at 273.47. Then looks like second place would have been Darren Wilson with the Dirty Money at 271.17. Looks like next would have been Tim Beatty with the Sawmill Express at 269.94. Then there's next would be Bill Jordan with the Hillbilly Shaker, followed very closely, less than a tenth of a foot behind, was Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money at 265.70. Then following Crystal was David Colton with the Breathe Easy 2 at 264. And then Clarence Tipton with Tipton's Toy was 262.58. Make sure I didn't forget anybody here. Oh, Steve Wilson followed Clarence there with the Running Bear with 259.05. And is that it? Oh, following him then is Tim Messer with Thin Blue Line at 259.87. And if you've never seen that truck, it is absolutely beautiful. It's all about police officers and the Thin Blue Line. I believe the story is well, you tell Boopy he ain't getting any animal cookies. I'll deal with him when I get there.
But there's something interesting in that two-wheel drive class, that Dirty Money, the second place truck. That's only the second run on that truck, right? Second, third, fourth, something like that.
Yeah, I think Friday would have been the second. Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty impressive. Those guys.
Yeah, it's a second place finish there.
Tough running on their hands already. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Wilson crew.
Yeah, they had a very good weekend. I believe we didn't watch the second night. We while you were doing the live stream there, we were back loading tractors and trying to get out of there, and it was a little hectic and chaotic. But the next class we're going to go down through is the Blown Minis. They didn't calculate this one for. It's a challenge tonight.
Is this a Tiger or a Corey thing?
This is a Tiger thing. He posted it on Facebook there, and that's why they're all upside down and misconstrued. And I'll deal with him later. I don't know if he's going to be out here this weekend.
It's hard to say. He might have stayed in Florida where it's warm. I don't know.
He might have. So the Blown Mini class, we're just going to do, looks like they had a lot of scratches that first night, which is not helping things. So it looks like taking the win was Kevin Hill with the Plum Crazy at 250.11. Second place, actually, no, I lied to you. First place was Cody Singletary with the Carolina Night Train at 266.41. And then it was Kevin Hill with the Plum Crazy at 250. Third place would have been Mark Keel with spending their Mary Keel. I'm sorry, Mary with spending their inheritance at 247.87. And then following her was CJ Graysick with the pile driver at 235.93. And then following CJ was a familiar name to us, Chambersburg. And who are you laughing at now?
That's okay.
Oh.
Mugger John just says he loves animal cookies.
Following, bringing up the rear was Keith Hurst with the Red Fox, which is Denny Hurst, I believe, son, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
They just recently moved from Chambersburg down to Orlando, Florida.
Oh.
Made a smart move. Yeah, I think they said September. So they've only been down there. Yep. Huh. Sold everything and headed south for the winter. Can't blame them there. So.
No, I don't blame them.
Yeah. And then I think, this was the last class on Friday evening, was the 6250 Light Limited Super Stock. And this class had a whole slew of tractors. I'm only going to go over the top 5 because that's all that's labeled. First place was Floyd Shingleton with the Semper Fi at 275.11. Followed by the Ruthless of Elliot. It's, how do you say their last name?
I don't have it in front.
Billatro, I believe it is.
That sounds good.
Yeah. They made a trip from Kentucky, and I believe they're going to planning on being here at Shipshewana this weekend as well. He was at 271.17. Third place was Larry Phillips with Little Insane at 268.29. Fourth place was Garrett Filatro with Bruiser at 267.82. And fifth place went to Kevin Shingleton with the beautiful Kentucky Gambler John Deere at 265.82. Oh my goodness, how did I forget this class? The 7,500 modifieds on Friday night. First place went to Robbie Soyson with the Wildfire, and that's actually the turbine engine at 257.59. Second place went to Ian Ericker with the Locked and Loaded, 253.93. Third place was Dale Forster on Corey Forster's unnamed modified at 249.99. Fourth place went to Mike Schoeneman with the Feelin' Froggy Extreme at 243.28. Fifth place went to Rodney Heder with the Gold Digger at 212. Followed by Andy Forrester with the Boss 9, and then Mike Schoeneman with the Night Train. He got a little wonky there, and that's why he was back a little further.
A little what?
Wonky. And by wonky, I mean he went down the track like this, not straight. Oh. So the track was a little tricky there on Friday night, but we made the best.
Wonky.
Little wonky. That's a Pennsylvania word.
Okay.
Actually, that might just be a Kendra word. I don't know if everybody but PA is going to claim that.
Wonky.
All right, now we are into Friday night. What do they call them down?
You know what? I think we just named Corey's modified.
What's that?
Wonky.
Wonky. I don't know if Corey's going to be on board with that. There's been a lot of names thrown around. What's that book? The Winky Wonky Donkey or something like that. We could do that. So we will go into the light limited class. I think they call them the light pros down there, but we don't want to get confused with our East Coast class. Bringing home the win was the New Holland TM 130 of Shane Scott. Again, that's the second time it's won down in Florida. 273.58. Then second place went to Bradley Seal with his New Holland T7 270. Yeah.
Awesome. Good job. Good job.
Third place went to Todd Lewis with the Horse with No Name. Fourth place was Smokey Smith with Fast Forward. Fifth place went to Ben Flaherty Jr., Smoking Red at 263.29. This class did get a little, we'll call it wonky again. And we're going to pick on Clayton Sweeney.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I don't know if you saw his pass, but he made it to about the 100-foot line and made a hard left-hand turn and drove her directly out of bounds. Actually, there was 3 different people that went out of bounds. So we can't pick on him too much because, like I said, the track definitely had enough till they got to their class on Friday night.
Yeah, sounds like it now.
Yeah, and it was pretty much if you could make it past the rough spot, you had a pretty good run. So not to take anything away from everybody who did very well, but the track definitely was a major factor that night. So then on Saturday, they kind of switched things around for us and catered to those of us who lived a little further away and needed to get home. So the light limited tractors actually started off the 6:30 show down there. And I have to readjust here a little bit. Taking home the win. I don't know what her name is. Her dad's name is Todd Lewis. I think they said her name was Brittany. Brittany Lewis. She's an 18-year-old girl who was driving the horse with no name, which is that yellow tractor. I don't know if anybody's seen any of the pictures. Beautiful international. But she took the win with 265.64. And then Smokey was second place with the Fast Forward at 263.52. Third place went to Marty Smith with 261.82. Fourth, is he making fun of Wonky too? Yeah, there you go. See, other people like it. Fourth place went to Ben Flaherty Jr. on the Smoking Red at 256.58. And finally, Shane Scott took fifth place with his New Holland TM 130 at 256.46. So hopefully all those guys have a similar weekend this weekend out here at Shipshewana.
Yeah.
All right, the next class we're going to go over is the 7,500 modified tractors. Taking home first place with an absolutely incredible run was Ian Ericker with the Locked and Loaded. He had her sitting right on top of the sand pile. I mean, everything you could have wanted. 278.05 followed. Yeah. He did say he got a little worried because he said he was standing on the brakes and nothing was happening. So he was definitely a little nervous there, but they got him stopped there.
Yeah, good for him. Good.
Yep. And then second place went to Mike Schoeneman with the Feelin' Froggy Extreme at 276.64. Third place went to Dale on Corey's 3-engine mod at 272.52.
When is Corey going to drive this tractor?
So
do we have to paint it blue first, or...
So his reasoning for not driving it is he's not used to driving modifieds, and Dale is. Plus, he'll let Dale get all the bugs worked out, and then he'll get on the driver's seat.
Right, there you go. That's okay.
So the weekend they were down in Zellwood. Mm-hmm. He joked that Dale broke half of his ribs because of the track being so rough. So he figured he'd just let him finish off the other side down here in Ocala. So he's like, no point in both of us being injured. But
take him down to the green swamp. I'll straighten him out.
Yeah. So I think we left off fourth place went to Robbie with the Wildfire turbine at 258.29.
If that's a Wildfire, you're saying, yeah, that's the old one to go tractor Gary Mills pulled here for many years, then went to Carolina, and then Chip Street bought it in Ohio.
Yep. I believe you're right there.
He had a hard gun driver for the weekend, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember them saying that this wasn't the guy who normally drove. And I said, wow, I can't imagine. Just, here, take it. Have fun.
And I believe that Soyson guy bought Stu McNamara's tractor. Ricochet Rocket. I believe I know the Soyson family bought it. I don't know if it's Rob or I'm sure it is. I guess.
Yeah.
It's one of them Soysons bought it. I know that.
Sure, one of them. I mean, there can't
Yeah.
be that many Soysons out there, can there? So fifth place was Mike Shoneman with the Night Train at 2:44:05, and then Andy Forster with the Boss 9 at 2:21, and then bringing up the rear was Rodney Hetler with the Gold Digger. And I believe Gold Digger is actually down there from either Georgia or Florida. I can't remember what they were saying.
Hetler should be from Indiana, I thought, because he was actually signed up to come to Keystone one year, and he was Indiana, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought they said he was more local down there, but
he might have another place or moved or something. But I know I know the name, so we'll say something. I don't know. Oh, this last two tractors are non-blown tractors, as a matter of fact. So
yeah, they were definitely out horsepowered, but winter pulling is all about having fun.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
The next class we'll go over is the 6200 two-wheel drive blown tractors. I really should have told Tiger he needed to put the 1, 2, 3s there for me. Make my life a little easier, because that's what everybody's goal should be in life.
Oh my, here we go.
First place was Tim Beattie with the Sawmill Express. So he actually had a really good weekend. I think he was a third place there Friday night, and then one on Saturday at 274.11. Second place went to Darren Wilson with the Dirty Money at 262. Wow. Awesome. Oh, nope, I lied. Third place. Uh-oh. He was third place. Second place was Bill Jordan with the Hillbilly Shaker at 263.17. And then was Darren Wilson with the Dirty Money. And then fourth place, only a half a foot behind, was Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money at 262.29. Hold on a second. I got to answer a text quick.
Yep, no problem.
Sister. My sister's like, why aren't you to the hotel yet?
A lot of results. Wait till Gordywana is over with.
Yeah.
I have to help her out with that. We probably just cover the top 3 or something in the qualifiers, and then maybe read all the finalists then. But, next week there'll be gobs of results to go over. Tremendous amount of vehicles.
All right.
There you are.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. We're seeing you. Uh-oh. Now you're sideways. There you go. Oh, we must have lost her. Working without a net. That's what people say. So she'll be back. Anyway, I'll go over this. March 26th and 27th, 2021. In Chatham, Virginia is the first annual Southern Virginia Winter Classic indoor antique tractor pull. We're going to be down there filming both tracks. Looking forward to it. Booked the room today or yesterday. And should be a good time. I know we got some Delmarva tractor puller guys going down, and we'll have plenty to go over that result-wise too. So come on back, Kendra, anytime. She must be having trouble. I know she had trouble logging in originally. She had to make some changes to get logged in. And it looks like it may be acting up again. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. Of course, we'll get more popular here as we go along here, especially with the Kendra is back. I don't see her. But anyway, we appreciate, being able to bring something to you, and we'll get even busier as the pulling season gets going here. So she's trying to get back on here. There she is. But we'll definitely have some results for you next week from Gordywana, as we'll call it, and Shipshewana. And welcome back.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened there. Like I was there and like it just no sound, and I was like, oh great.
Everybody left, so I guess they joined in to see you. So now, as soon as you come back, boom, we got nice.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. So I think we were talking about. Oh no, I done lost my page here. Saturday night.
And the saga continues.
I know. I leave my house and like everything is just wonky. We're going to talk about wonky again.
Wonky.
Get back here to the 2-wheel drives.
Yep. Well, you had read the top 5, so you should be okay there.
Yeah. All right. So now we will go to the 4-wheel drive pro stock trucks again. Oh boy. This one's got all kinds of cross-outs. And... All right, I can read the top 3, so that's what we're going to do here. Everybody else is crosses and arrows, and I don't want to say something wrong. So it looks like, I mean, I always say wrong things. So. First place is Todd Taylor with the Sawmill Express number 2 at 254.48. Second place is Phil Cox with the original Ain't Misbehavin' at 251.76. And third place was Tim Beattie with the Sawmill Express at 251.28. So I'm going to assume that Sawmill Express and Sawmill Express number 2 are teammates. So they had a pretty good weekend there. Then they only had one of the 6200 Pro Stock, looks like 650 cubic inch. So I'm going to assume he was just a little bit bigger than all the rest. Looks like, so we'll give him credit because he won. It doesn't matter how many people's in the class. He went the furthest. So Danny Johnson with the Desperado at 248.64. Then we'll go to the blown minis. Looks like they had a lot of people not able to make it back, unfortunately, on Saturday night. First place went to Cody Singletary with the Carolina Night Train at 285.23. Second place went to Keith Hurst with the Red Fox at 277.94. And then third place went to CJ Graysick with the Pile Driver at 262.33.
And I can tell you're from Chambersburg.
Why?
You know how I can tell?
How I said Hurst?
Because you said Hurst instead of Horst.
Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty common name up there. So I guess that's just how we all hear it and say it.
I was corrected years and years ago. It's Hurst, not Horst. Okay.
Yeah. I know it says an O, but it's really a U.
That's right.
So then the 6250 late limited super stock, and they didn't number these for me either here.
Tiger, we're just gonna have to fire Tiger, I guess.
I know. Huh? I'm gonna have to have a little chat with him. Tell him he should know better. First place, wow. So the top 3 go from 272.70 to 271.23. So a foot and a half for the top 3, that's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
So first place was Floyd Shingleton with the Semper Fi. So I guess that means he swept. He got first place both nights. So like I said, he was 272.70. Second place was Garrett Filatro with the Bruiser at 272.35. And then third place was Kevin Shingleton with the Kentucky Gambler at 271.23. And then it looks like third place would have been Elliot Filatro with Ruthless at 267.46. And then looks like, fifth place is going to be Mark Filatro with Can Survive at 255.29. Let's see here. And that takes us right back to the beginning. So as you can tell, a lot of hooks. But I tell you what, they had a curfew down there at 11 o'clock, and they got every vehicle through between 6:30 and 11.
I hate curfews.
Yeah. But
it takes one mechanical major blunder and your show's ruined.
Yeah. And I tell you what, we weren't downtown Ocala, but we were definitely right off of a 3-lane highway, right there in town. So they definitely had to stick with their curfew. Oh my goodness, I just got back on YouTube and see all the comments there. That's awesome. But yeah, Ocala, like I said before, if you've never been, next year you need to go ahead and put it on your calendar. It's incredible. You're under a roof, so you don't have to worry about anything about weather or anything like that, like most indoor pools.
Right.
Really good food there. I had barbecue there Friday night, which is always
Pulling
important.
and good food, man. That's
Yeah.
all you need in life.
Yep. Yep. They had anything and everything. They had the shaved ice, the kettle corn, barbecue, hot dog stand. It's all you need.
I'd have a hard time staying out of the green swamp if I went that far down. So,
Yeah.
and I tractor pulling's fun. That's number one to me. But you got them tall, hairy critters down in there in the green swamp. I'm kind of might click a little interest of mine just a little bit. So
yeah. And Mike, I drink soda.
okay, I should drink pop.
Mike he asked if I drink soda or pop.
Mm-hmm.
But I am out here in Midwest country now, so I might come back drinking pop.
Just don't drive over the berm. You'll be okay.
Yeah. We've done that a time or two. I won't mention names.
Right. Absolutely.
No.
So next we have some pool there in Shipshewana, Indiana.
Yeah,
or
I've
Gordywana.
heard mention of it before.
Yeah.
But
so what can you? I've got too many screens going on here with other stuff.
That's what I was getting ready to
everything's
try
cranking here.
I was going to bring up the website here. Because I know when all of our local guys pull, but I don't know what other classes are pulling there during those sessions.
I thought I might have. No, I didn't. I don't have it pulled up. I have the Virginia thing pulled up. That's all I have.
There we go. I'm getting there.
I know it's 6 shows.
Yep.
Obviously, Saturday night is a complete. They actually have different finals classes throughout the show after the first night, but the big finals is Saturday night, and I'm sure there'll be an array of vehicles. Did you ever hear roughly how many were signed up?
I thought I heard somewhere where he said they have 100 hooks per session.
Oh.
So that's why they kind of moved around some of the start times to, I think it was like an average of like 92 hooks a session or something.
Okay.
Crazy.
That's Keystone Nationals. That we're pretty much anywhere from 95 to 1,000. I mean, 100. But, it's hard. It's hard. Applications keep coming in after the. What are you doing with the postmarking time?
Well, and then like with this, with the weekends changing, you almost hate to, with people dropping out and then people coming in, and it's hard. But I think it's Clint and his team. They know what they're doing. So I did get the sessions pulled up, the polling, or not the polling orders, but what classes they are having. So it looks like session 1 will be tomorrow starting at 11 a.m., which means I guess I have to get up an hour earlier tomorrow. Logger John, the crowds were incredible, especially Saturday night. It was packed house. Both sides of the stands were absolutely full. Then they had like VIP seating, which was like a row of chairs there towards the front of the bleachers. Those were all sold out. No, I didn't have boiled peanuts.
Oh, boy.
Did not have boiled peanuts. We did not stick around on Saturday, though. We had to load up all the trucks. And, of course, when you're pulling in Florida versus pulling in Pennsylvania, you have to take a lot of extra stuff. So it does take a lot longer to pack up the vehicles when you're getting ready to leave. And then we had to go and park the trucks at where we're keeping them throughout the week. And then a lot of them were leaving first thing Sunday morning. So unfortunately, we did not stick around on Saturday night. So I only got to eat at the pool one time and then made Corey take us to the steakhouse on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah, that's right. Person chimed in here. Just says Facebook user. I don't know who it is, but they're averaging 90 hooks now a session. So
yep.
That's not too bad. Those guys are fast too. It'll go like clockwork. Unless there's major mechanical problems, those guys, I'm telling you, it's a well-oiled machine. They've been doing it long enough, and they are fast.
Yep, I have no hesitations or reservations about them getting all the vehicles through. So session 1, again, tomorrow at 11 a.m. They are having, I believe they're actually broke out the 95 hot farm class into 2 flights. So they'll have 2 different classes of them. And then the 9500 Pro Farm class, the 6500 Pro Farm, the 12,000 King of the Hill 15 mile an hour class, the 4250 Heritage Pro Stocks, and the 1950 Econo Mini Rods. And
that's an interesting group of classes there.
It is. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's worth waking up early then, I guess. Don't tell the hot farm or pro farm, whatever class they are called out there, that I'm looking forward to more than just their class, because they'll get upset.
You heard it here.
Second session will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It's going to be the 10,000 Pro Farm class, the 12,000 King of the 15 mile an hour finals. So that class is actually having their prelims and their finals in the same day, as well as the 9,500 Pro Farm finals. And then the 4250 Heritage Pro Stock finals, the 1950 Econo Mini Rod finals, and then a full-fledged session of 8,500 Limited Pro Stocks and the 5250 Heritage Pro Stocks. And then we move into Friday. Session 3 will be the 12,000 Farm Stocks, the 9,000 Super Farm class, which I do know that is one of the classes where I saw a couple of the tractors who were going to Louisville, and then when Louisville canceled, they signed up to come now to Gordywana. So there should be some big names there this weekend. The 6,000 Limited Super Stock, the 2,000 Limited Mini Rods, and it will have 2 finals classes of the 5250 Heritage Pro Stocks and the 10,000 Pro Farm finals. Then we go into Friday night. That is starting
halfway.
Yeah, halfway done at that point. Which everybody who works at Gordywana will be saying we're halfway done at that point. And then session 4 will be Friday evening at 6 p.m. It's going to be the 9,300 Super Farm class, the 8,700 Light Pro Stocks, 9,700 Limited Pro Stock, and then 3 sets of finals, the 6,000 Limited Super Stocks, 12,000 Farm Stock, and 9,500 Hot Farm. So there you go. When Nick and all them guys make the finals, you'll have to tune in Friday night for their finals.
Absolutely.
Session 5, which is going to be Saturday morning, is going to, or at 11 a.m., is the 9,000 Limited Pro Stocks, the 11,000 Farm, oh my goodness, the 11,000 Pro Farms, the 6,500 Light Limited Super Stock, the 6,000 Classic Mods, oh my, and then 2 rounds of finals, the 9,000 Super Farms and the 2,000 Limited Mini Rod finals. And then we're going to have 2 different truck classes, the 2.6 Pro Street Diesel 4-wheel drives and the 3.0 Limited Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drives. Push me back there. And then finally, session 6, the night of finals on Saturday night starting at 7 p.m. is going to be the 8,500 Limited Pro Stock Finals, 9,000 Limited Pro Stock Finals, 9,300 Super Farm Finals, 11,000 Pro Farm Finals, the 9,700 Limited Pro Stock Finals, the 6,500 Limited Pro Stock Finals, and the 8,700 Light Pro Stock Finals. And then rounding out the night will be the 3.6 Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Yeah, I forgot about them being there. Yeah.
And it'll be a certain 3.6 Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive truck driver's birthday. So we're going to have to do a little something special.
Oh.
Not sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll have to do something.
Okay. Now, here's a tidbit of information. If you cannot make it to the pool at Shipshewana, they also have a live stream, as Kendra was talking about. And that is actually $45 per session, or you get the whole show, all 6 sessions, for $200. And they also will have tickets at the door if you haven't gotten them in advance. They do have them at the door, and it'll be $25 per session. And that's adult and children. He doesn't have a price break. So, but the 2021 Midwest Winter National will be live streamed if you cannot make it, and $45 a session or $200 for all 6 shows. So, and that information I've been scrolling down here below is at whatsmoking.net. And as soon as you open their webpage, that big red square will come up. It has the information for signing up for the live stream, right? Immediately. As soon as you open the webpage, it'll come up. So check it out, man. I mean, those guys worked hard. They had it scheduled in January and had to move to, this weekend in February. So a lot of head scratching and, planning to make changes and stuff. But that's the right crew. They can handle it. So, but it'll be a great show, I'm sure.
Yep, they definitely made it work. So.
Yep, absolutely.
And I see Logger John there has a question about the COVID restrictions. So the COVID restrictions down there at the pool, I don't want to get them in trouble. They did have signs up asking for face masks, social distancing, hand sanitizer, all of that. It was not enforced, but I will say at the same time, I do know that out here at Shipshewana, the face masks will be enforced. They're asking. It's the whole reason the pool was, pushed back anyway, was because of COVID restrictions and people not doing what was asked. So with that being said, in Florida, nothing was enforced, but at Shipshewana, it will be. So please do your part, wear your face mask. I know it's annoying. I don't like wearing them either, but just make the best of the situation. Be glad that we're pulling, whether it's with or without face masks, and let's just have some fun. So
absolutely, don't get the facility and don't get the What's Smoking crew in trouble. Last thing I want to do is shut the show down because of somebody who wants to be ignorant and refuses to abide. I understand. I hate them too, but if you got to wear them, you got to wear them. So, and it's definitely, they must be worn unless you're eating. It's my understanding, but you're not going to be able to sit there 100 times and say you just took a drink, you're eating.
Yeah.
Or as our lovely governor in Maryland has to say, wear the damn mask. That's what, you have a commercial here, and that's what he says. So, but just we don't, these guys stuck their necks on the line, so we don't want to get them in any trouble. So yeah, wear the mask. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Wow, almost you covered a whole hour. I could have just took a nap and let you.
I had a lot to say tonight.
Yes, you did. Don't worry, my day's coming. Don't worry.
Yep.
But yeah, that's great. I wish I could be out there with everybody, but just it's hard to get away for a week. So.
Yep, it is.
Maybe sometime in the future.
Yep, I'm very fortunate that with my job I can work remotely, and as long as people get paid, they're not too angry with me. So I made sure everybody got paid this week, and then I said, "Okay, see ya. I'm going pulling."
There you go.
So.
That's good. Very good. Anyway, yeah, it was a pretty decent little crowd in here tonight. We're close. We're 54 minutes. We're gonna just BS here for another 6 minutes. I got ice cream waiting. It's Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is great. Like I said, I thought about it this morning, and I knew there was probably some way to make it work to go multi-platform streaming. And I remember before we came to this StreamYard, we were still using Google Hangouts with OBS, a broadcasting software. and you could actually do what we're doing tonight, but it was pretty involved.
Hmm.
I mean, you had to have additional software and pay money to go to some other site to have the show go there, and then they distribute it. And I was like, nah. But this worked out for the best. I really have enjoyed using this new software or this new streaming
Hmm.
site, and they do everything for you. I mean, you go in, tell it what you want it to do. Basically, I mean, there's limitations, but man, she has Kendra masks, by the way.
Yeah, there are some custom masks to be used out here.
Yes.
Not Kendra masks, but Forster pulling team masks. But
But anyway, and so I set it up. I looked into it today and set it up and run a test, and I'm like, wow, it works really well. So
yeah,
very happy with that. So now we can broadcast to both Facebook. We can broadcast to any Facebook page, anyone that I'm involved with or I have access to. I can go across yours, mine, who's ever. So, but two's enough.
yeah.
Two's enough. So yes, Logger John ice cream. That's right. That's every Wednesday night treat. But yeah, I just hope I see some schedules are starting to get filled out, and hopefully we can come April, May, we can get going on this stuff. I hope so. That's got my fingers crossed. I'm ready to go pulling. I mean, of course, we'll have this one in March. It's antique tractors. That's fine. Like I say, I know some people that's going to be there pulling, and that I've met here at Easton with the Delmarva Tractor Pullers Club. And I tell you, man, they're a good group of people. And had one of them contact me and say, hey, he sent me the flyer, and I said, oh, I'll look into it. What the heck? So it's 2 tracks indoors, plenty of classes, believe me. And a lot of that stuff will be coming out over time on our Eat Pulling Videos YouTube page. So,
Yep.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully it ended up not being a train wreck. Everything seemed like it worked pretty good. So
I had full faith that it wasn't going to be a train wreck.
You get lucky every now and then, I guess.
Yeah. Every blind squirrel finds a nut.
That's one way to look at it. Unless you're Ralph.
Yeah.
We got to pick on Ralph. Ralph's kind of a new member that's kind of going to be helping out with Eastern Extreme Pulling. And we got him on here tonight. Of course, he had an easy night. There was no filth to have to get rid of as a moderator. But he's gonna be filming one of the tracks at this antique pool with me, and it'll be a rude awakening for him. I hope you're ready to do a lot of standing and a lot of patience in one spot. So, but we'll see how he works out. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, but yeah, I don't really have much more to say. Next week I don't know if we'll have time for a guest. I mean, I really want to give Clint some good coverage from his event. So
yeah,
we'll have to see how it goes. I'll probably touch base with you throughout the weekend. I know you'll be busy, but yes, really. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. We're getting better. If I don't have like results and stuff that I can go over in front of me, I guess I didn't think, what can I say next? What can I say next? Maybe I should have. You know what I should have done is I should have saved that. I can't do that though, being on YouTube. But Geico has a new commercial that's absolutely hilarious. Me and Cindy laugh like crazy when that thing's played on TV. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's about the scoop. There it is. Scoop. There it is. And
oh yeah.
it's hilarious. Hilarious. But well, you say that now, but you're gonna that ride home Sunday, Ralph. You're gonna really be happy to get home. Believe me.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, a lot of time. Those indoor pools are rough, but they're fun. They are a lot of fun. But when you're kind of dedicated to one spot, you got to work, film, whatever. It's a little testing, but that will be okay. I tried to get Mike Walker to go too, but he wimped out on me. So it's nice to have a third person, because it's nice to have somebody go get you a drink or something to eat, or or whatever.
A little
I'm sure they'll be taking breaks. So, but there it is, 1 hour, man.
Shoo. It was a race to get here at 8 o'clock, but we did it.
Yeah, we'll let you get some rest, Kendra. We're not going to ramble on here. So,
I need to go down and apologize to the lady at the front desk too. I got a little testy with her, but I got in the room. That's all that matters.
Well, you reserved it, right? Or
I did.
oh,
Remember, she put my credit card information in wrong.
okay. So it was her fault.
It was her fault, but she was trying to say it was my fault. So we had to have a little no.
Yeah, I understand. Been there more than once.
Yep. We're gonna say she had a really long day, so we're just gonna give her the benefit of the doubt there. So
okay, but it all worked out. You got a place to sleep tonight. Where in Virginia is the pool? It's in Chatham, Virginia. Chatham, Virginia, not too far north of Dansville. So we're getting down there near the Carolina line. So I think it's a little over 5 hours from here to get there. So a little bit of a trip. Room's booked. I'm ready to go. So looking forward to it. Okay. With that, safe travels, Kendra.
Yep.
You got a long weekend ahead of you.
I do. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. So.
And no Clayton Sweeney to keep you occupied out there, right? He didn't go, I don't think.
Well, he was kind of throwing the idea back and forth. I think Jamie and Howard are coming out, so we'll have to see if he makes an appearance.
Nah, it'd be hard pressed for him not to come if Jamie and Howard are going. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, what a crew!
I will give him credit. I told him down there that he must just be a bad photographer because the new trailer looks a lot better in person than it does in pictures.
Oh, so. Good for him.
But being wonky with the lady, I was being a little wonky with her there, Logger John.
Yeah, wonky. Oh boy, it's a new show name, right? Just be wonky.
Yeah. But
wonky.
That's the new calendar name, the Wonky Kendra calendar.
Be careful what you ask for. I'm surprised we didn't have any club members here tonight.
I know,
did we? John?
No. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Come on.
Jeez. Letting Kendra down, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-up my subscription or something. Come on.
There you go. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull the plug here, and we'll be here next Wednesday night, barring any crazy snowstorms or anything like that.
Yeah.
8 p.m. every Wednesday, and that's going to be on YouTube and Facebook. So, just ring the bell if you prefer to come on through YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. We appreciate that. Even on Facebook, give me some thumbs up. Looks good on us. And also, you can set the reminders on Facebook as well for the shows. But just remember, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., unless we come on and tell you another night or something. Every Wednesday at 8. So we didn't have a guest tonight. We'll probably, I'm thinking we'll probably have a ton of stuff to go over next week. We'll see. But I've mentioned Irv Clark of the Taz Toy two-wheel drive truck, Kevin Landis of the Pennsylvania Ridge Runner two-wheel drive truck. They are both aware. I haven't called Irv. I told him I'd call him, and of course it snowed and I got busy here. But we'll be talking to him. And I have a promoter here locally in Pennsylvania who had a terrible season last year by having to close down. So I'm thinking about calling him too and getting him lined up before the season starts. Talk about the Buck Motorsports Park, so I don't have to mention any names there. So we'll try to get him on, and plenty of others. There's surprisingly a lot of people are saying okay. So we've got plenty to come, and plus whatever we can pull in from interstate, and we'll start tagging out the Snyder County guys too, getting some of them guys on here too. So I'm sure Joey soon is going to have plenty to say. I'm sure their point schedule's filling up pretty good. So he'll have plenty to say too as well. So it's all coming. It's just a matter of once a week. But, we did do a show Saturday. We were just clowning around here, and we talked to Ralph and Mike, and I said, let's just do a quick little live show. Played a couple old videos, just BS'd our way through them and stuff. But we don't do that a lot. But we may do it again in the future. I actually got some feedback. People really enjoyed that. So maybe we'll do it again. So we'll see. But anyway, that's it. I'm done talking. Kendra's ready to go to sleep. She got a long weekend ahead of her. Safe travels to you. And I'll talk to you here in a couple minutes. And everybody else, Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad this Facebook thing's working as well. And we'll see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
See everyone.
We'll have plenty to talk about, I'm sure.
For sure.
Shipshewana, Indiana.
Yep.
So we will see you then.
Yep. See you, everybody.